Okay. Okay. So tell me, so did you manage to study so far? I mean, did you recover fast, or it's you just recover recently?
No, I think I recovered pretty well. But yeah, yeah,
Okay. So,
yeah.
okay, Lyrical, let me see what is your difficulty so far in the homework.
All right. I'm sharing my code now.
Okay. Did you try to search on the internet for a solution for your code?
Yes, I did, but I didn't really understand it, so I just, like you to explain.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
But
Um,
may I understand from you, did you understand the code that we use to print characters from a string? Just a normal printing of characters in a string. Did you understand that code or no?
yeah, I'd say I do. I've
Okay,
an understanding of that. Yeah.
okay. And you understand how we are able to make a loop work on a reverse order. Am I right?
Um,
Or not fully?
not fully, but yeah, I think it could be something we should just revisit.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
So I still didn't see your screen yet, so give me a little bit more. Maybe I will be able to see it.
Okay.
Okay, yes, I can see it now. So you managed to solve. Okay, okay. So let me try to explain here. Okay. Um, First of all, let me understand. You wrote this code, but do you really understand it or no?
Yeah, yeah, I think I understand it. Let me just, yeah.
Okay. So, but one of the problems that we see here, that when we do the plus and equal, they should have no space in between.
Oh, okay. Um, Let me try run. There's still an error.
Okay. So cannot find symbol. So can I? Yeah.
Mhm.
I mean,
No, no, I'm just trying to look.
this is not defined. So maybe you try to use this.
Oh, let me um try. Yeah, I'm not really sure.
Okay. So this. No, wait,
Hmm.
wait. I mean,
Oh
you are
yeah,
finding different errors. So it means that we are
yeah,
progressing. Yeah.
yeah. Let me try run. Um, okay.
So it seems that we're supposed to have an output, but there is nothing, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Let me see here. Okay, it could be that this is totally empty. It means that something is really going on here. So I would say, why don't we? So you come inside this and do a print for reserved. So let us see how it works from there.
Um, um, yo. Reverse, equals
Length
drop.
bigger than or equal 0. Okay, word dot length. Uh, we don't seem to print anything. Should just can you go up a little bit here? I would like to understand if there is an error because I can't really. Yeah, there is an error, but we can't see it. Just go up, please. Keep going up. Yeah, okay. Exception here. Can you come here? Out of. boundary. Okay, can you go up
Um,
slowly and move this here? Okay, go up more. Okay, go up more. Oh, no more.
yeah,
So,
yeah.
okay, just move this here. I would like to see what is the issue here. Okay, it's which line? Index 4. Okay, index 4 out of bounds.
Next 4.
Of lens 4. Let me see. So we start from 4. Ah, okay. So, okay. So this loop is L O O P, and the index of this is 0, 1, 2, 3. The length
Yeah.
is 4. When you first say that you would like the eye to start from 4, the length, if I count 1, 2, 3, 4, so the length give me 4. If you would like to go to the character number 4, there is no presence for character number 4. Here, nothing. So you cannot start eye from the length. You have to come and say length -1, which is that if the length is 4, you subtract 1 from that, it gives you 3. So you start from the last character of.
Oh, oh, I see. So,
Okay,
yeah,
now we try
yeah,
to run.
yeah, it runs.
Okay,
Then,
so you start with the P, which is the last one, and then you bring the O, you add it to the string, and then you bring the other O, you add it to the string here, and then you print these 2 times. And what is the reason? Because you put it here and here. So if you come here and comment, so we will no longer print anything inside the loop. We will only print after we finish. So,
yeah,
okay. So I would say just comment this line and change this to your name.
okay.
No, you should comment before the line, not after.
Huh,
Are you
so,
confused? Yes.
no, yeah, I was just, yeah. And
Try to run and see.
yeah,
I think now it works, right? We managed to
yes.
reverse a word, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, but you fully understand it or no?
Yeah, yeah, I understand it.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah.
So there was another exercise. Maybe you
Oh
didn't
yeah.
have a chance.
It was the questions. Let me just,
Yeah. So it is the old code.
yeah. Let me just share my screen. It was the 2.1 and 2.2, right?
Yes, exactly. So
Okay.
our focus was actually 2.2 because we have done something similar. We asked
So
it about the purpose of the variable, and I think you already answered me in the previous class. But we
yeah.
said if we did not use the variable let or letter, what will happen? Are we able to still make the code works?
Yeah. Are you able to see the questions? The
Yes, I'm able. Yes.
okay.
Okay, so you mention it here, which is not bad at all. Okay, but do you understand? This is more
Yes.
important.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
then it's good. Yeah, that is excellent. So are you able to show me? Just write the line. So can you write the line that do this? So it means that you just need to print this and put inside it char loop, right?
Yes. Let me just see the question. Should I just write it here on the
Yeah,
document?
please. Yeah.
Um, would
Okay.
that be in
Yes,
front?
yes, that's correct. So my
Mm.
question would be, so we have a line that actually comes before this. It is called like this, letter, and then we say char or character, and then we say loop. So when you write this, should we remove this or no?
Should we remove what
Okay,
the
go to this code, please. Go to the exercise itself. Yep.
yeah.
So if you look here, now you have this line, okay? And
Yeah.
we said that we would like to get rid of this variable. If you get
Mhm.
if you get rid of this variable, it means that the whole line will disappear. You cannot, because I mean you will remove the character variable, okay? So it means that this line we cannot use it anymore. And then you told me that we are able to remove this and use char loop directly. So it means that you took this part and you insert it inside the loop, which is okay, which is great. So
Yeah.
do you understand that you have to remove that line?
Um,
Is that clear to you
do you
why we need to
mind
remove it?
maybe a little explanation as to why?
Okay, so I mean, okay, at the moment you need more explanation. I need to clarify it more.
Yes, please.
Okay. Okay, let me ask you. We define a variable here, right? So if
Yeah.
I ask you to comment that um, declaration of a variable, and then you
Mhm.
try to run the code and with this line available, it will give you an error and it will tell you that this let variable is not defined. Why? Because you commented the declaration of the variable. So it means that the Java does not know a variable that's called let. Okay.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
which means that the only solution to make the code work now is to comment this line also. So it means that this is commented and this is commented. But then when you try to come here, this will give you an error because he will also tell you that let is not defined. So
Yeah.
so if let is not defined, so how can we print this?
No, no.
Can you explain a little bit more? What do you mean by no?
It won't be printed out because there is nothing to print out basically because there's no
Yes,
variable.
correct.
Yeah.
Okay. So so you did, I mean, he said here, how could the variable let be removed without changing the output or the purpose of the code? So you are only able to do that by removing this let like this and replacing it with char loop. So I would recommend that this code, actually, we did run it in the previous class. So can you try to find it in the codes that you have on your compiler
Um,
and then try to run it?
um, Let me see. Uh, I think it was one of our earlier loops. Let me just try to
It
find
is the
it.
last thing that we run in the last class.
Last thing we did in the, I think it was um It's just gonna take a while to just find it because I think it was this one.
Okay, let me then try to help you out.
Um, yeah, it's just taking a while to just find it, but
Wait, give me a second. I will give you the code.
okay. Or I can just rewrite it basically, or just
Mm,
copy paste it.
okay, if you can copy paste it, yes, okay.
Do you mind sending it through the chat?
Yes, I will. Give me a second.
Hmm. Um,
Okay, I'm about to send it here.
okay.
So, okay, it's here.
Thank you. Um, should I share my screen
Yes,
or
please. Yes.
um
Okay. Did you manage to run?
yeah, Ryan.
Okay. So we are able to see that you are printing the characters from A until F. Am I right?
Yes.
Okay. And now if you try to comment, can you try to comment this? Give me a second. I can't see here. Okay. Can you comment this? Now run.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you see that he is complaining that this is not defined, right?
Yes.
Okay. So we already have seen the outputs, the possible outputs that can come out. So, okay. Now, I mean, the only solution, if you did not declare this variable, so it means that you have to comment this line because it's complaining about it. So let us comment this line.
Um,
So he is complaining about what now? He's complaining that you are trying to refer to a variable that is not
that doesn't
defined.
exist. Yeah.
Okay. So,
Yeah.
okay, now you have to remove this variable. If you don't remove it, then the code will not run. So
Yeah.
can you try to remove this variable inside? Now
Mm-hmm.
run. Okay,
Yeah.
so he is telling that, okay, so you are trying to print something, but there is nothing inside, right?
Yes.
Okay, so we have to put something inside to be able to print it out.
Yeah.
Okay,
I think it
and
makes sense now. Like I
okay,
understand it.
now, okay, so
Yeah.
good. So if you copy this
Let me just
inside here,
we'll see. Uh, yeah,
okay, now run.
it runs fine.
So it means that we was able to get rid of the variable and
Yeah.
directly put this here and it works, right?
Yeah. It
Okay,
makes sense. It took a while to kind of click. But
no
yeah, it makes
problem,
sense.
no problem.
Yeah.
It's okay. It's programming is typically learned by hand, not by only just theoretical. So it's okay. I
Yeah.
understand that. No problem. You stop sharing and let me start to share so that we can take something new. Okay.
Okay.
So let me just confirm this. Actually, we have done it, but let me try to confirm. So if you look at this code that you see here, let me try to get, I think you can see my screen, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, can you tell me what this code is actually trying to do?
Do you mind if I just take a while to
Yes,
look at it?
yes.
So basically what I understand is um so the loop will be ran 5 times because it starts from 10 and then it must be greater than 5. That's the so like the variable loop must be greater than 5. And then what you're basically doing is here with each loop you're adding a value like you're adding a factor of 1 to the integer the variable num and
Mm-hmm.
then you're just adding it plus 1 and then you say you print out the loop has been carried out plus like the value of num basically.
How many times we're going to run the loop?
5 times.
Okay, that's good. And what is the value of num that will be printed out? Um, the last thing, the last value of num that we're going to see at the end.
5.
Yeah, okay, that is excellent. Okay, tell me what you understand from this code here. It is not something new, but just to confirm that you already understand what is this.
Can I just look at it quickly
Yes,
just
please. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Um, so basically, what this code is basically doing is allowing the user to input like a name, like into the string name, they're allowed to input whatever name they decide to print out. And then what it's saying here is that um so you're gonna print out the name of like the string name
Mhm.
and it's gonna be printed out 11 times.
Okay, that's good. And if we change the header here of the for loop with this one, what is the effect?
For loop must be it'll only run 10 times.
And if we change it with this one,
It will run 11 times. Wait,
no,
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 not
no,
11
no.
times. It'll run infinitely.
Mm,
Wait, let me just look over it. So it's equal to 20 must be smaller than or equal to 10. So it won't run. It won't run.
okay, what about this?
Um, this one must be greater than or equal, must be smaller than or equal to 10. So it'll only run once.
Okay, that's excellent. So uh, these two exercises, 2.1 and 2.2, he is actually giving you values for A and B, and then you have to check and run this code and see how many times it print sync again. So he is using A and B for the start and the end of the
Yeah.
loop. And then he's giving you the values. One time he give you 50 and 40, and then 50 and 50, and then 40 and 50. I think this is just to confirm your understanding. So what I will do now, so this is not your only homework. This is just because I think this is simple. So I will just put it for you and in the WhatsApp group. So this is you have to do it after the class. Is it okay? It's
Yeah.
totally fine. And if you have
Yes.
questions, then you will let me know. Okay.
Okay.
So this is just to avoid that we have to spend time on this and we need to take something new. So I would say, okay, yeah. So look at this, please. So this is an exercise where we talk about we need to write a for loop to input 10 numbers, display the value of each number doubled before the next number is read in.
Yeah.
So are you able to write this kind of exercise? So when we look at, I mean, I'm just trying to help you read such a question. So when he said write an algorithm, okay, that is algorithm is a few lines of code that is designed to do a specific purpose. So we see here a for loop. So we know that we need to put a for loop, okay, and this is a for. And then he said input 10
10
numbers.
numbers. Yeah.
Input means that we need to use, um, we need to
So,
show in something to the user so that he can
yeah.
key some input. Okay.
Yeah.
Display each value doubled before the next number is read in, which means that if I take an input from the user, I call it num, I need to double it. How to double it? Like this.
Yeah.
But he said display. So it means that I need to display, which is a print. So I need to print this num multiplied by 2. It's doubled, right? So
Yeah.
whatever the user input, if he input 10, you show 20. If he input 2, you show 4. If he input 6, then you show 12, and so on, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you can try to list in or just put the structure of such an algorithm. Can you do that?
Yeah.
Okay, that's good.
Um,
How is it?
I'm just thinking,
Okay.
yeah, on what would be the best way to do it. I think I might be stuck.
Okay. First of all, is it possible that you are able to share your code or even the screen? It doesn't matter if even you didn't write anything.
Okay.
But okay, before you start sharing, did you see that I here wrote uh,
Oh,
almost
sorry.
3 parts
Um,
of the code that you need to write, a for loop, an input that
yeah.
you need to use, and the print statement where you actually double the amount of that you already input. Is that clear to you? Is this part three parts clear to you?
Yes.
Okay, that's good. Then you can start sharing. I will stop sharing and then you can start.
Okay.
Okay, that is not bad at all. Okay, so you wrote actually all the three parts, right?
Yeah.
Okay, but then when you take something from the user, did you save it in a variable?
No, no.
So it means that whatever you input will fly. It will not be saved in the memory. So whenever we take an input, we need an equal statement like this. So this is an input. And we need to save this input to something. So you need to decide where do you would like to save your data. The user input something, you need to save it. So
Yeah, I thought of doing that, like I did it now. Let me just,
excellent. Okay, that's good.
yeah,
Okay.
would, yeah.
Yes, yes, that's not bad at all. Then now can you try to run and see?
It gave me an error when I tried to run it, so I don't know.
So incompatible type string, enter your number. Okay. So
Yeah,
okay. Can we go, can we move to the left here?
two int. Yeah.
Okay. What do we do in this case? Can you look at your old codes? When you have, when you take a string from the user, so everything that the user input is actually a string.
Well, I'd
So
say string number and then num equals to, is it plus oh, wait plus in and then say string number or something. Would it be like this or
yes, it's parse int. Yes. So integer dot parse int.
um so plus
Excellent. Parse int one word without any dots in between.
oh
Okay, and the p in the parse is actually small letter, not capital. The int is the I is correct here. That is yes, correct, yes. And then the number, yes, that is great. Okay, now we can try to run and see.
okay 2 5 6 7 9 11. Cool.
Okay, so now you understand how it works.
Yes.
Okay, that is really good. Okay, so let me try to continue sharing, please, if you don't mind.
Okay.
Okay, do you still remember the ASCII table or you would like a reminder? Do you know what the ASCII table means? Or,
Yes, I remember what it means.
okay,
But I don't really know the characters off by heart. I think 65 is A, 66 is B, but like
you don't
large
remember.
letters.
Yes, actually, you are not requested to actually remember all
Oh,
the, no, I mean, you don't have to memorize that. I never saw that in any exam that you need to actually memorize. You just need to know only that it exists and what it means, and that it can, how it can be used in the coding only, but you don't really have to memorize it. So
Oh, okay.
that's never part of any syllabus that I ever see. So okay.
Okay.
So, but we just, it's depend on the understanding. So you look at this code. This code takes the for loop to a next level, to a different level. We are not using int here anymore. We are using
Okay.
char or character. So,
Yeah.
okay, but we know upfront that any character that we see here is actually represented on the ASCII table. Okay, and which means that it have an integer equivalent to it. Every character have an equivalent value of integers to it. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So if I tell you now that we're going to start our loop from this, so which means that they will bring the integer representation of this asterisk and make it as our starting number. And then this is a condition. So this condition is how it's going to check. So it will check the integer representation of the question mark, and that will be our end. And CH++ is going to do what? Is actually going to increment our character, current character, one by one, until we are able to reach this condition or satisfy this condition. Of course, it looks like it's not very clear at the start, but if I take you here, let me try.
But then I have a question for a code like that, right? Couldn't you run into an error of like having a loop that runs infinitely if you don't know the exact
Yes,
correspondence?
exactly. You have to look at the table, the ASCII table, to be able to know that yes, it's correct. Yes, you first you can write. I mean, one of the mistakes that you can write a code that run only for one time, or it doesn't run at all, or even run a loop for forever. Yes, yes, that's correct. If you if you don't look at the table, so definitely you will not be able to understand. So okay, but at the end, okay, it's just also the understanding. So here, so you also need to understand that the A capital come first after this, the A small. So if you look at this is 97, and this A capital is represented by 65. So we need to just understand that that the letters of A capital come first, after that the A small, and I mean the small letters come next, and also the start. And we also need to know that this kind of numbering, which is 0 to 9, come even before the letters. Okay. And we need to also know that this kind of how to say operators that we have here, the plus and the multiplication, division, and so on, come before the numbers and before the letters. So just this kind of understanding, just important, but you don't really need to actually memorize. So if we look at where is the asterisk? Can you see the asterisk here?
Yeah.
It is represented by 42 here. And the question mark is actually represented by the decimal number 63. So it means that our loop will run from 42 until it reaches 63. But I mean, every time he run, he will print the character. He will first print the asterisk, and then the plus, and then the comma, dash, dot, slash, and so on. So is it possible that you can try to run this, please? Can you write it?
Okay. I have an error.
Okay. Can you share?
Okay.
Okay. So we know that we cannot put this after a loop. We always need to
Oh,
we
yeah,
always need to put the bracket.
yeah, silly mistake.
Yeah. And may I know why you printing this? You're supposed to actually put here ch plus.
Oh, I thought I could just print out what anything. I
Yes, you
wasn't
can,
looking.
but we would like to see what is going to print it out from the ch when we keep incrementing it. That is the
Oh,
reason.
okay.
So put here, please, the
Oh,
semicolon.
yeah.
Okay, so let us look again. What could be the possible error?
Says
So,
illegal start of type. So I have no idea.
okay, let me see. Identifier expected char ch.
The same thing.
Mhm. Can you go up a little bit? Let me try to understand what is a possible error.
Uh,
Okay, I would say, yeah, okay. So this is actually very hard to find. So uh,
oh,
yeah, just be careful
okay.
because we can rotate around ourselves for quite a long time. So okay,
Yeah.
and yeah, this is close by this, and yeah, okay. Now we can try again. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, so you managed to actually, can you see now what you're printing? So you actually printing the ASCII table, a big part of the ASCII table. You're starting from here, and you
Mhm.
almost reach there. Can you go down?
Okay.
So you will,
Um,
if you go down here, you will see that the last thing that you're going to print, which is this, right?
yes.
So it means that if you ever would like to, if you cannot access the ASCII table, this is a way to actually get whatever in the ASCII table. Okay, so this is one of the things that we need to do. So let me try to start sharing, please.
Okay.
So I think, wait, give me a second. I would say if you look here now, so do you see this change that he requested? He asked to change the header to start from exclamation mark and actually end with ampersand. So of course, because you do not memorize this, so you actually need to run this to be able to understand, right?
Yeah.
So the ASCII representation of the exclamation mark is 33. And the ASCII representation of the ampersand is 38. So it means that
Mhm.
you're going to run the loop for 5 times from 33 until it reaches 38. Okay.
Yeah.
And then so it means that this is, I mean, so as you can see, how many changes he requests, he actually asked to change all those. Okay. So as I told you here, this is 33, this is 38. You're going to run 5 times and you're going to print all these characters. Same with the print statement. So what you're going to change is only this, and you will still run this code. Okay. So
Mhm.
you need to try this after the class so that I can look into something new. I know that I'm rushing a bit, but because we only take 1 hour, and I don't want to get surprised with an exam date and you're not ready yet, because we are not able to rush before the exam with 1 or 2 classes. It's a bit hard. So when is your exams, please?
So I have a test in 2 weeks' time,
Okay. Are you
and
able
then
to know what is inside the test?
I think it's just this, it's loops,
Mhm.
and then yeah. Um
So we need to prepare you in 2 weeks' time.
yeah.
Okay, that is good. Okay, so okay, I will try as much as we can that we finish the 4 loops. Um, okay, so are you able in a way or another to know if they manage to finish the loops and if they start any other chapters other than the loop? Is that possible? You
Um
can give it a
I
try
think
and see.
if statements.
Okay, so it means that okay, that's not bad. If statement's not difficult, we just need to try it. So
Okay.
okay, what I will do now is that I will give you. I'm sorry because I need to prepare you for the exam. It's a bit. I will be a bit stressing you, but it's for your own sake. Okay.
Okay.
So I'm giving you this from 1 until 6. You will need to try it at home so that I can explain something new to you now in the 1 or 2 minutes remaining. Is it okay?
Okay.
Okay. So look at this code and tell me, what do you understand from this code?
String message. Okay. So what it's basically doing is, so you declare on the first line, you declare variable message under string, and then you say message is equal, so you allow the user to input the variable message, and then
Okay.
this loop will run from um the correspondence of character A and J, basically. Yeah, it will run that many times.
So it means that we will run the number of times from A until we reach J. So
Yeah.
this decides the number of times. I mean, if you look here, we are not printing the character at all. Okay. It's
Mhm.
just that he's using it to decide how many times we print this message, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So, okay. But is it clear?
Yes.
It is clear. That is excellent. Okay. So if I tell you, so I'm sorry, I can't leave this as a chance for a chance that you don't remember it because you didn't write it. So I would say that is. I will try my best to put it for you. You just need to write this code and make sure you run it. Only run it at home because you will take at least 4 minutes to be able to write it now. So I think it's quite simple. It's understandable from what I've seen when I asked you. So I would just mention something that is new. So all the images that I sent to you, it need to be done. Okay. Is it okay?
Okay. Yeah.
Acceptable?
Yes.
Okay. So, Lyrical, you have been performing excellent previously. I know that the illness affected your performance a little bit, but I think you're starting to recover now. So I would like you to get as good as before. Okay.
Sure. Sure.
So, okay. If you look here, I think we have seen something similar to this before. Uh, Here we are running an integers again. We're starting from 2 until 20. And then, but we are not incrementing by 1. We are incrementing the loop by 2. And if we print the num that start at 2, so you will see that we write 2 and then 4, 6, 8, 10 until we reach 20. Do you know why? Do you know why I don't write 3 or 5 or 7?
Yes, yes.
Okay, that is good. So
Because let me no, increase by 2. Oh, okay, yeah, I see. I see. Because yeah, incrementing by 2.
okay, so
Yeah.
it's incrementing by 2. Yes. So what I would request you now is you actually at least try to do this with me. So I mean, this is a code that we already both of us see. So if you write this code, okay, then you will need to modify it a bit to be able to solve this. So change the program, which is this one, to display the first 100 positive even numbers. So this is printing what? If you look at from here until 20, this
Yeah.
is will be 10 numbers. Do you know why is it 10 numbers? Because we are ignoring the odd numbers, which means that we are almost ignoring half of the numbers from this 2 until 20. Half of the
Yeah.
numbers mean that we divide 20 by 2. So it's almost like 10 numbers that we're going to print it. But here is trying to tell you that you need to print the first 100 positive even numbers. Write down the last 3 numbers displayed when you run the program.
Mm.
So can you modify this code to make it print the first 100 positive even numbers? Is that possible?
Yes, yes, yes. You just basically the first 100. So it would basically just be two, two, and then after that, the parameter would be num must be less than or equal to 200, right?
Excellent. Yes. Yes, that's excellent. Please write it.
Okay.
Yes, you got the idea. Yes, that's correct.
So, It runs.
Hey, which is great. And then if we try to inverse this, and we told you that we do not want to have even numbers, we would like to have odd numbers from 11 to 39 and print them on the screen. Is that something you're able to do?
Yes.
Okay, so is that possible that I can leave it to you as a homework? I think I have given you more than enough. So that will be the last thing. So it means that I will not send you extra exercises. I think that is more than enough for you. I don't want you to to be unhappy at the end. So
Yeah.
okay, I think, is it easy now to do that from 11 to 39? It will not take 3 or 4 minutes for me, I believe.
Oh, I just did it now.
Really?
Yeah.
You managed to print out from 11 to 39?
Yes.
Okay, so I will keep my word. I will not give you extra exercises, but please, all the images that I have sent to the WhatsApp, I want you to run these codes. And actually, some of them is exercises that you also need to do. And I will not give you extra ones. That I think it's enough. It's enough for you what you
Yeah.
have. Okay?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Thanks a lot. And I truly apologize that we have to rush this way. But
No, it's fine.
yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So see you next class.
See you.
Okay, take care. Bye bye.
Take care. Bye.